Hi, Algebras, and welcome to your course requirements. I'm just going to go through this Google Slides presentation that is also saved as a PDF and linked for you. Just again, so you know what I'm expecting of you, and this document is yours from this point forward to view if you need to. I do have printed copies in my room as well if we're going to need those. Let me just go through some of the highlights. Okay, so the main two things, and I know that I will talk about these throughout my videos as well, but you need to be using your school assigned email account. Okay, and it's your first name and last name at aecsd.education. We need to be using that because that is where I will check in with you regularly. And that is what I have placed in our Google Classroom. So that is how I've added you to our Google Classroom already. That is where you'll find the slides presentation. You'll find your weekly slides presentations. That's where you'll find your notes videos and then assignments. So those things will be all there for you. We need to be in our Google Classroom and checking our email, our school issued email account regularly. My contact info is there for you if you need any of it. Again, I do include that in my emails. It's on our Google Classroom page, and you have Remind as well to contact me, which we'll get to in a little bit. Email and Reminder typically preferred, but if it's a lengthier question, maybe a phone call would work. You will have daily required materials, your current unit packet, which will be color-coded for you, a pencil, yes, pencil please, a TI 84 graphing calculator, and a Chromebook. So, pencil and current unit packet, those are pretty straightforward. You will need a TI 84 plus graphing calculator to be using. You can use the free Chromebook app if that's what you use. If you want to use a Chromebook and you don't want to purchase a TI 84 plus graphing calculator, you are welcome to use your Chromebook free app as your graphing calculator. However, that requires a Chromebook, which is why I am asking you to make sure you have a Chromebook. That is the only device that has that option of the free TI 84 graphing calculator app. Okay, so just so we're all on the same page there, if you want to use it for free, it's got to be a Chromebook. Get one from the school. Okay. If you want to purchase your own TI 84 graphing calculator, so I have one right here, and this is what you'll see me use quite frequently. This is the battery charge CE version. Okay, if you want to buy one of these, you are welcome to have a physical graphing calculator too. You would need to purchase that yourself. Again, this Chromebook app is free, and since the school is offering you a Chromebook device to sign out, kind of works out pretty well. I would do that if I were you. When we're talking about participation expectations for the year, this is an overview, but obviously respect wherever you are, be it the Google Classroom, be it the physical classroom, be it from home the whole year, wherever it is that you're doing your learning, you need to be respectful of myself and the learners around you. We do need to keep in mind that, we need to take care as far as 6-foot distance and masks when in person. Okay, so those things do need to be on at all times. So we need to kind of be respectful of those types of situations. You are going to be expected to take notes daily and to do the homework practice daily. Before we go hybrid, that's going to be on your own. When we go hybrid, you will watch the notes videos and then come in class in person to do the homeworks. Okay. And again, that's dependent on if you are fully virtual, well, you're responsible for all of this all year. If you are hybrid, the in-person days are when you are working on the homework practice with me in person. Okay. As a result, you are expected to advocate for yourself. Email me, send me a remind message, but tell me what's going on. Okay. So you need to communicate with me. We can make life easier. We can take care of problems if you are communicating with me. Okay. If you ignore stuff, things are going to get worse. And definitely be prepared to be writing in those packets every single day. Okay. I put out 3 packets for you, color coded, the pink, the orange, the yellow, for you to pick up on my tables. I hope you have picked those up because that's going to take you through October. All right, so that'll get us started, and then we'll have more packet pickups as the year goes on. But you do need to physically write the math. So that's something that you're going to have to get used to doing. And just, while you're watching the notes, write along with me in the examples and the notes, okay? Homework and classwork is an effort-based grade, so that's 10% of your overall average for the course. I will include having viewed the notes as part of your effort-based grade. Okay, so that will be an extra thing that will be part of that effort this year, which I totally get. You're doing the effort outside of here. But doing that handwriting solidifies the knowledge that you're learning from the notes. It gives you the practice, it gives you everything that you're needing. Okay, so you do want to make sure that that's what you are doing as you go. Okay, so we need to do that written practice. Tests and quizzes we will get to at another point, but the homework always prepares you for the tests and quizzes. There's not going to be a test question that wasn't something that was in the homeworks and previously gone over. Okay, you're not going to run into that. So that's what the homework is doing, is prepping you for the test and quiz situations. So we have a few things we're going to need to sign up for. Obviously, you've already been entered into my Google Classroom. If you're in Algebra 1, which that's how you're watching this video, you are one of 3 potential Google Classrooms, either my Mod 2, Mod 3, or Mod 6E classes. You've already been added to whichever class you are currently enrolled in, so that should be pretty easy. Which Remind to sign up for, and hold on, I'll highlight this for you. This is Mod 2's Remind code. This is Mod 3's Remind code. And this is Mod 6E's Remind code. So those are already there for you too. Make sure you can get into your school email. Make sure you can get into School Tool. I will show you how to get into Delta Math at a later date. We will be using Delta Math for our assessments if things continue to be virtual for a time, okay, and for our full virtual students. So I will, when I need to, explain how to log into Delta Math and download that TI-84 graphing calculator app like I had mentioned earlier. We need to make sure we're signing up for that, okay, downloading that onto our Chromebook. Attendance will be taken from you watching our daily Edpuzzle videos. And Edpuzzle is just the format that I will post my videos in, because that way I can see that you have watched the video, and that is how I will take your attendance. So that just makes my life easier as far as all of the attendance is concerned. It also allows me the opportunity to add questions, quick assessment questions, into the notes. So instead of me standing up in front of you and talking through these notes and stopping to say, are there any questions? What I can do to make sure you're still with me on whatever it is I've been talking about is throw a real quick question into the middle of the video. So that's like a stopping point for you to kind of, okay, breathe, take everything in. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Click, move on. And we continue going through the notes. So that's a way for me to not just take attendance, but also to make sure that you're kind of following along and you're knowing what you're listening to. Okay, so that's how we will be taking attendance, and of course, completing the homeworks in Google Classroom. So that's where you'll upload your pictures for your homework. There will be explanation as to how to do that. Okay, we did already go over the daily required materials, but I have it there again for you. Down here in the homework and classwork section, obviously what I'm calling homework at this point, if you're a hybrid student, will be what you do in person with me. It's what we call a flipped classroom this year, where you will be watching the notes outside of classroom at home or wherever it is. Maybe it's in study hall once you're in person, but you'll be watching the notes on your own time and coming to class having already watched the notes, doing the homework with me so that I can help you through any issues in real time. So we call that a flipped classroom when that happens. And so that's what we're going to be doing this year. It still does need for you to take the picture of your completed homework and upload it to the Google Classroom assignment. Okay, so that will still need to happen to make sure that you get the points that you are deserving for having completed your homework. And again, all this homework and all these notes, these are the effort-based grade, the 10% of your overall average. Okay, so they're all showing me that you are working, you are trying, you are putting in that effort. That's where this grade is going to come from. Again, down here, got my info, so you can reach me if you need to. All right, so when you're in person versus when you're virtual, what does in person look like? What does virtual look like? Okay. For now, let's talk about the virtual because some people are fully virtual for the whole year. And for all of us, we're virtual until October, right? So when you are virtual, check your school email every day for correspondence. It can be, you check it once in the morning and that's that, or you check it once in the afternoon is that, and that's that. I'm just making sure you check that because that is how I will get in touch with you if I need to get in touch with you personally. That's how I will reach out. So please be checking that email, okay? Not your personal email. Your school email is how I will reach out to you. Your Google one or your Algebra one, Google Classroom is where I will make any announcements. I will try to keep your feed, the stream as clean as possible, and do once a week videos. My slides once a week. But again, things will be kind of figured out hopefully in a couple of weeks. But right now, there'll probably be a couple of things in your stream this week. This will be there. The Google Meet to see this and be in person will be there, that type of thing. Okay. So please do check that daily. There might be something that you missed. When you do log into your Google Classroom, the left-hand side of the page gives you upcoming. So any assignments that are due, things that you should be working on, okay, that stuff would be in your Google Classroom as well. So it kind of gives you a good reminder of what you need to be working on. All right. You're going to be watching your notes videos on your own time. So I recommend, not that you don't have these already, but earbuds or headphones of some kind so that you can be in the same room as other people but still doing your math homework. That's just helpful and makes things a lot easier for everyone. If you want to be watching your math homework with your parent, you want to be watching the notes with your parent so you have some reinforcements physically present with you while you're doing it. That's okay. That's fine. But if someone is trying to do something else, I would recommend putting those earbuds in to watch and have your notes packet out with you while you're watching. Okay. I will make it clear what lesson I'm on, what packet we're in as we get started each time. If you have a question, email it to me, send me on Remind, ask me if you have a question for those things. Okay. But as you're watching the video, fill in the notes with me. Let's say there's some vocab that you need to fill in. Fill that in with me as I'm filling it in. Everything I am writing when I am showing you the notes, that's what you should be doing. Okay. I'm never writing something that you shouldn't be writing down. Okay. If, as of right now, because we are fully virtual, you should just go to the homework that follows the notes that you're taking. So on Friday, I've assigned chapter 1, lesson 1 for notes. I will videotape myself taking the chapter 1, lesson 1 notes in my own chapter 1 packet. So you can watch me take the notes. I'll talk through the whole thing and then immediately start the chapter 1, lesson 1 homework that is right after it. That's the beauty of our packets is they go right in chronological order. The bottom right-hand corner of each of the pages in your packet does give you a chapter dash lesson, either notes or homework, so you know what page you're on and you know when you've gotten to the next thing and you can stop what you're doing. Okay, so it should be very clear what page you're looking at when. Okay, if you're going to be a virtual student after October, we will be doing those homework assignments in person. Or excuse me, if you're going to be a hybrid student, we will be doing those in person. If you're full virtual the whole year, obviously you are responsible each day for the notes, the homeworks that follow the notes that you're sitting there and watching. Okay. What we've done to try and make things a little easier for everyone is everything is due by Friday. So I'll post a Google Slides presentation that outlines what your entire week should look like. So if you want to do one math thing each day, like we would do if we were an in-person, everyday class, then this is what it would look like. Okay, so I'll say Monday, this is what we're doing. Tuesday, this is what we're doing. And then my following slides will be one for each of those days of the week. And it will give you that thing, that video that you should watch for that particular lesson. Okay, if you are someone who tries to prioritize things because let's say you have a really big English essay coming up that's due, and you want to get your math homework done at the beginning of the week, that's fine. That's your choice. Those videos will be posted in that slide for the week, and you can complete those early. Okay. What we're saying is you cannot complete them late. So you cannot complete them late for credit. You can't get credit for anything that's posted after Friday at 11:59 p.m. So for that Monday through Friday period, I will post the schedule for it the Friday before. You will have 7 days to do all 5 of those assignments. Okay, to complete all of those assignments. That next Friday, when all of those assignments for the week prior are due, I will post the next week's assignments. So you will be getting all of your assignments in advance. You will see those things in advance. Okay? So you have that ability to do things early and post your homework early. Okay? You can do that early. You cannot do those things late. Let's put it that way. Okay? Again, we'll be uploading those pictures to the assignments in Google Classroom to show that we're completed with the homework assignments. I will post videos as to how to do those things. So all of the things that I'm asking you to do in Google Classroom, I will show you in some fashion, be it a YouTube video that I convert or a video of me doing it. I will show you how to do those things. Okay, so you won't be on your own. If you're in person, I am in Auburn High School in E313. So I'm in the E wing of the building. Okay. If you're in person, walk in my door and immediately get out of the doorway so that the next person can come in, because we have to be mindful of distancing ourselves from each other. Okay. So I'm going to need you to immediately get out of the doorway and get to your classroom, get out your unit packet, whichever one it is. As you know from picking up your materials, the chapter 1 packet is pink, the chapter 2 packet is orange, and the chapter 3 packet is yellow. So you already know I'm going in rainbow color order for the year. We're going to continue to have different colors. We're going to round out our rainbow, having another 7 colors, okay, for the end of it. So you'll see that as we go. We'll know what color-coded booklet we should be in. If you choose not to buy your own graphing calculator, you are going to need to make sure you have a Chromebook with you with the graphing calculator app, because we do use the graphing calculator. You'll see when I'm making my videos, I actually pull one up virtually on my screen. Okay, so there'll be one right on my screen as I'm showing you how to do the notes. So I will also be walking you through how to use that graphing calculator as we go. Okay, so you're going to want to have access to that. When you're in my physical classroom, you will see that the front whiteboard will have the day's events on it, just like the whiteboard that I post in my slides. Okay, so it's similar. I know I have the Bitmoji classroom that's kind of the cartoony version of my real room, but I set it up the same way. All right, so it will feel familiar when you get here and in person. Then we're going to begin the homework assignments that follow the previously watched video. So like I said, it's a flipped classroom. In person is when you're going to be doing the homework, the HW, on each of those lessons. Okay, and that's when you can ask me for specific help. You do want to be specific, because you just saying to me, I don't get it, doesn't help me to help you. Okay, and that's what we really want to be doing, is we really want to be helping you in person if we can. Okay. So those specific problems, that's when we can try and address those. All right. Last but certainly not least, oh, hello. There we go. Is my daily schedule. Um, you are an Algebra 1 student, so periods 2, 3, and 6E are dedicated to Algebra 1. That's the red on this screen right now. So here we go. Let me get my mouse. There we go. Okay, you're one of those 3 classes. That's when I'm teaching Algebra 1. You will note that I also teach another math course that's in this blue. I am unavailable during any of those times. I am sometimes available, and this is sometimes, for study hall, which is period 4 and period 7, or for my prep period 9. Please, if you are in person in the hybrid model when we start it and in a study hall and want to see me during those times, let me know in class so you can have a pre-signed pass. I don't think we're going to be able to go anywhere out of our study halls without pre-signed passes. I really need you to make sure, I need to know that you're coming, because otherwise that's when I'm probably going to be recording my videos, is during these times. So I really do need you to understand that we're going to need to follow that pre-signed pass rule this year. And of course, if you need to get in touch with me, I'm in the high school in E313. My phone number, my extension is 2416 when you call the school, and my email is megancollins@aecsd.education. Okay, that is a really good way to get in touch with me. Remind is as well. Okay, because those are usually quick answers that I can give you. All right, guys, good luck. I will post this in Google Classroom, so you will be able to see it anytime you need to. And hopefully, I will see you all soon. Have a great day.